what you think is the underdog is the prize of Yah. Talk about it.
It's the underdog. It's the prize. Yeah.
That is correct.
All right, I like that. I like underdogs. Come on.
Yeah, I like underdogs too. All right, we're gonna start in Matthew chapter 8. And we're gonna understand why Yah uses underdogs. Because as everybody know, pride is a big thing. So after that happened, matter happened with Satan, Yah, like to take something that nobody think is anything, work with it because it grew in nothing. So it has a history. That's why people say when you make it, don't get where you come from. And Yah can always tell you, hey, don't forget where you come from now. You got the diamonds on, you got the power, you got the authority. But hey, usually not the garbage when I mention. You know.
David and King Saul, go ahead, yo.
Gideon.
Gideon too, yeah.
Go to Gideon too. That's gonna be a good one too. Gideon.
All right, good. I can see that one. Good.
All right, so it's gonna be the opening of it. Because pride, is a massive issue, and that's the thing that got this whole thing started with Satan. It was pride. It was Satan who woke up one day and said, "I'm looking real good. I don't really need y'all like y'all need it." And and pride started this whole thing because Satan was born in this righteousness, quote unquote, the finest things in Yah. That's what Satan was made of. Satan was never made of anything lowly or anything that was partial. It was just the finest of everything. So, that's why Yah tries to make sure when he does work with somebody, he wants to get them to know, like, hey, don't try to get too bigger than what you are, So, Matthew chapter 8, verse 20. And Yahusha said unto him, the foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. And I bring this for a particular purpose of pride, because it's Yahusha, Satan offered Yahusha everything, and Yahusha ain't got no place to lay down. And this is just the sense of starting off how Yahusha was in all humility. So when he did fulfill his Father's will, the Father, said, I give you the kingdom, and I sit on the right hand of Yah. It's because Yahusha displayed these characteristics of humility. And no matter how great we are and how powerful we are, we also need to be humble and walk in Yahusha and walk in his footsteps, because even though he could heal the sick, he could do all these miracles, turn a rock into bread, he still led his life in humility. So I just bring that scripture to start it off, because it gets no better than Yahusha. So we need to always be humble. Because I'm sure Yahusha could have just made a thought and had a mansion right there. You know what I'm saying? So, but he didn't. He stuck it out. All right. Now we're gonna go to how Yah picks his team. All right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, 25 to 29. 1 Corinthians 25 to 29.
What chapter?
1 Corinthians chapter 1, 25 to 29. Because the foolishness of Yah is wiser than man. And they got me thinking a little bit too. This is a side note. Maybe Yah got some little foolishness to him. Just what the words say. You know what I'm saying? Because we are Yah. Yah encompasses everything: anger, love. You know what I'm saying? Yah. Be acting acting up too, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. You know, this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, Yah isn't this being that, he is this mystical being, but you know, he's Abba, you know what I'm saying? It's like you go to your father, it's just like that on a grand level, you know, it's Yah, you know? Um, because, okay, this is 25 again. Because the foolishness of Yah is wiser than man, and the weakness of Yah is stronger than man. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble, are called. But Yah hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confine the wise. And this is why, and we was going, I think y'all brought up I brought it up, and y'all brought it up, Spirit, about David numbering Israel. And why Yah was so upset with that, he want, you know, everybody to know, like, hey man, I sent 3 people there to destroy a nation, not 3,000. And they did it by my might. It wasn't by sure numbers. And this is why y'all saying, hey, I sent the homeless man who was eating out the trash to figure something out that you couldn't figure out. You know, just to confine, like, how did you do this? Because y'all wants to confound them. Okay? But Yah have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And Yah have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And base, it gets no lower than base. This is the base model. When we go buy a car, here's the base model. Do you want to add some rims? You want to add a stereo? This is the base model. Y'all giving you the base model. It gets no lower than that. No automatic windows and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Alright? And the base things of the world and the things which are despised have Yah chosen. And we need to understand, because it's a filtering process with Yah. He wants to get people who are broken, lowly in heart, you know, a contract part, because he can use them, because people, when they have pride, you know, they always going to have that moment. Satan going to be able to mess them up and be like, hey, you don't need Yah, you got this. Yea, and the things which are not to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. And it goes back to verse 29, that he does this because 29, that no flesh should glory in his presence. You need to show absolute respect in the presence of Yah. Yes, he's your Abba and all this other things, but he is a mighty king and a mighty dictator, and he commands respect and honor. So you can't have pride and be like, oh, I'm better than you, Yah, and whatnot. This is why, you know, he does these things. Okay, now we're going to go to Genesis 12. Genesis chapter 12. And you can read 1 on down. Now, Yah had said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. So at this point in time, y'all need to understand, Abraham was not great. He's just some guy walking around, you know what I'm saying, Yah, you know, like, hey, I'm going to work with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it was already in the plan and the evidence and whatnot, but, you know, Abraham was in a low state. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curses thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abraham departed, and Yah had spoken unto him. And Lot went with him, and Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And you know, we looking at somebody who's in quite of a noticeable older age. So he's not as stronger as the younger. You would expect y'all to work with somebody who's in their 20s. Now y'all went to like an old gray-haired person, you know what I'm saying? And Abram took Sarah, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their substances that they had gathered, and the souls that had gotten in Haran, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came, and Abram passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Moreh, and the Canaanite was then in the land, and Yah appeared unto Abram, and said unto thy seed, will I give this land, and there builded he an altar unto Yah, who appeared unto him. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west, and Hiah and on the east. And there he builded an altar unto Yah, and called upon the name of Yah. And Abram journeyed, going on still towards the south. And there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down into Egypt and sojourned there, for famine was grievous in the land. And it came to pass, when he was come near to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarah his wife, behold, now I know that thou art a beautiful, fair woman to look upon. Therefore it shall come to pass, when the Egyptians shall see thee, they shall say, this is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. We seeing how low Abram was here right now. He walking to somebody else's land. He like, hey baby, do me a favor. And he didn't take that. There's a lesson you can do about it, because Abraham didn't lie. He just used wisdom, because we are sisters. That is technically his sister.
Yeah, it's wisdom, yeah.
So some people be like, well, he lied. He just used some wisdom, just telling you my sister and leave out the white part, what I'm saying, so they don't kill me. And I'm pointing this out to show you how unpowerful Abram was at this point. He was afraid for his own life that somebody might kill him. Now later on in life, man, he's like, man, you ain't gonna touch me. Alright, so I'll continue on my brother. 13. Say, I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee. And it came to pass that when Abram was come into Egypt, and the Egyptians behold the woman, that she was very fair, beautiful, the princess also of Pharaoh saw her, and commanded her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. So just like Abram figured out, man, as soon as he got there, they took his woman quick.
Look at her, she fine.
She fine, boy. And it went straight to Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? So
it went straight to Pharaoh.
Straight to Pharaoh. And this is how not powerful Abram was. That's a big thing. Somebody take a woman. That's a pretty big thing. And he had no power to stop them at that point in time. Verse 15. The princess also of Pharaoh saw her and commanded her of petition, and he entreated her, Abram, well for her sake. And he had sheep and oxen, and he asses, and manservants, and maidservants, and she asses, and camels. And Yah plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abram's wife. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, what is this that thou hast done unto me? Why doest thou not tell me that she was thy wife? Why saidest thou, she is my sister, so I might have taken her to my wife? Now therefore, behold, thy wife, take her and go thy way. And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away, and his wife, and all that he had. So I was just reading that again to show you how low of a state Abram was in, but Yah worked with him, and obviously he became a mighty nation. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 7. And and we must understand, Yah called Abraham his friend. So if Yah would call somebody his friend and he would leave them in that low state, don't be so hard when Yah put you in a low state. Because if Yah using you and he got you in a low state, that means he's going to lift you up, from that low state. But you got to have that Abraham faith, that obedience and whatnot. Deuteronomy 7 and 7. Yah did not set his love upon you. He's talking to Zion when Zion became a nation, a mighty nation, a beautiful nation. Yah's reassuring them, because one thing with Yah, he's always checking pride. He's always trying to make sure nobody has pride, because pride destroys. Yah did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. And we just reinforcing this word now. Reinforcing the fact that Yah chooses to use the base rather than the large, because when God uses the small things to confound the mighty, that really confounds him, And if Yah brings 100 troops against somebody who has 110,000 troops, they just gonna be like, oh, y'all was just a better day. But if Yah bring 10 people against 100,000 people, they was like, okay, Yah's for real. Y'all couldn't have done this without Yah. Ezekiel chapter 16, 3 to 9. Ezekiel 16, verses 3 to 9. And say, thus saith Yah unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is the land of Canaan. And thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother a Hittite. And as for thy nativity, in the day thou wast born, thy navel was not cut, neither was thou washed in water to supply thee. Thou was not salted at all, nor swindled at all. None eye pitieth thee. You can, again, going back to how everybody walking over the beginning of Zion with no respect. That's just them people over there. Don't respect them, for nothing. To do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee, but thou wast cast out in the open field to the loathing of thy person in the day that thou wast born. And when I passed by thee, and I saw thee polluted in thine own blood, I said unto thee, when thou wast in thy blood, live. Yea, I say unto thee, when thou wast in thy blood, live. I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field. And thou hast increased and waxen great, and thou art come to excellent ointments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thine hair is grown, whereas thou wast naked and bare. Now, when I have passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee, and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee, and entered into a covenant with thee, said Yah, and thou becamest mine. Then washed I thee with water, yea, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil. It goes back to that humility, because Zion forgot this, but we're gonna talk about, might talk about that a little bit, One day y'all was like, oh, y'all was so nice, and then once they got the diamonds and jewels, they were like, man, who's Yah? I'm Judah. You know what I'm saying? They went up and go play very hard, but the point is how he's taking people out of low states. Judges chapter 6, 7, and 5. And this is why why Yah be so angry, like we were talking about the other day, because Yah spending all this time fixing you up, and then you want to be a whore
6, what?
Chapter 6, 7, verse 7 to 15. Judges chapter 6, 7 to 15. And it came to pass, when the children of Israel cried unto Yah because of the Midianites, that Yah sent a prophet unto the children of Israel, which said unto them, Thus said Yah of Israel, I brought you up from Egypt, and brought you forth out the house of bondage, and I delivered you out of the hands of Egypt, and out of the hand of all that oppressed you, and drove them out from before you, and gave you their land. And I said unto you, I am Yah, your Abba. Fear not the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell, but ye have not obeyed my voice. And there came an angel of Yah, and sat under an oak, which was an Orphah, that pertained unto Joash the Abishurite, and his son Gideon thrust wheat by the winepress to hide it from the Midianites. And we're seeing how weak Zion is at this point. Like, man, hurry up. I just want to be nice. We ain't fight, they coming, man. We're going to eat this later, man. We got
Debo coming.
Yeah, Debo coming. You know what I'm saying? The Midianites, Debo. And I'm pointing this out to show you how weak Zion was at this point. You know, they hiding food. And the angel of Yah appeared unto him, and said unto him, Yah is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. And this is gonna be funny to this is funny to Gideon. We're gonna see why in a few seconds. You know, you got an angel coming at you up in there hiding wheat from the Midianites, and an angel come to you. Yah is with you, mighty man of valor. Like, we up in there hiding wheat. Mighty men of hiding wheat. Like, and Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Yah be with us, why then is all this befallen us? And where be all his miracles? And this is another point, you know, how we be questioning Yah sometimes. Well, not questioning, it's like, man, Yah, where you at? You know what I'm saying? They was doing this back in the day too, man. You know, where the miracles at? You know, they was like, you know, and they was even closer to crossing the sea, having this, everything split. The stories of what happened were more readily available to be, you know, like as common knowledge. Hey, Yah parted the Red Sea and did all this stuff, and they were at this time, you know, because Yah left them, quote unquote, at the time. They was like, hey, where the miracles, you know? Where be all his miracles, which our fathers told us of, saying, did not Yah bring us up from Egypt? But now Yah hath forsaken us, and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. And Yah looked upon him, and said, Go, the angel, not Yah, looked upon him and said, Go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? And he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor. Like, you know,